Hello, welcome to our presentation today on Aveda Arts and Sciences Institute's special program here in Minneapolis, Minnesota for massage therapy. I am really excited to share with you about this program, the content, the curriculum, the different career opportunities you're going to have. My name is Amanda. I am an admissions manager here at Aveda Institute Arts and Sciences, Minneapolis. Myself, I am a massage therapy graduate of this program. I graduated back in 2009. I still work with some of the educators that taught me. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to share with students about my experiences and where massage therapy has taken me throughout the years. It has been a full-time job for me. I have had my own practice. I have worked with chiropractors and gyms and spas and even medical work, helping people rehabilitate from injury or sports issues. So I am really excited to share with you the details and my knowledge from the inside out as a student, as a teacher, and now as your personal admissions guide to the massage therapy program in Aveda Institute. So here we go. I'm going to take us through a little slideshow. A little bit of details about the program. We're going to start with kind of the nuts and bolts. So in our massage therapy program, you're going to learn how to create wellness. Wellness is more than the absence of disease, right? Oh, hi, Jason. Welcome. Wellness is all about the power of touch. It's a balanced study of anatomy, physiology, pathology, aromaology, spa treatments, and body movement techniques. So each of those words you'll notice ends in like omi or ology, which means the study of. So we're digging into how the muscles of the body work together. We're digging into how disease processes affect the body. When is it okay to massage? When is it not okay to massage? What modalities would be best suited to certain conditions? Quick little sidetrack. I believe that we all come into the world with very limited means to take care of ourselves, and as we age, sometimes we're temporarily able, right? We're able to take care of ourselves and take care of others for a while. So wellness is really about taking care of ourselves as we are and reaching our optimal health, helping others reach that optimal health, and then aging in that process as well. But anyway, that's my sidetrack. Aromaology is how we discuss aroma. So it's more than aromatherapy, it's the study of how aroma affects our bodies and our minds and that interaction of mind and body. So aromaology goes in depth. We don't just use lavender because it smells good and it helps us relax. We use lavender because it affects your body in a physiological way. So yeah, we're going to work with a foundational knowledge of massage techniques to address each individual guest. And after completing the course and 600 hours, that's the length of our program, you'll have the skills you need to find the job that works best for your life. Like I said, the course is 600 hours long, so it's different than like a credit study. I think of it as a marathon. So we start, here at 0 hours altogether, and we end when we've reached our 600 hours. If you have perfect attendance, you're going to end right about in 5.5 months. If you miss a day or two due to illness or something like that, you're going to cross your finish line of 600 hours, maybe a day or two after that person with perfect attendance. The program is 3 phases long. So you have kind of an intro, you'll have kind of a middle phase and an advanced phase as well. Yeah, any questions at this point from my participants? I'd be happy to unmute you if you're welcome to unmute yourselves. We can also use the chat function, so let me know if you want to do anything in the chat. All right, looking good. Next slide. So building your knowledge is really the name of the game in the massage therapy program. Foundational knowledge is what it takes. So in the first week of school, you'll start with really basic techniques like hand massage, just learning how to initiate touch and getting comfortable with contact. And from there, everything builds. So the intro section of your 3 phases is really more classroom instruction and practical application. So theory, practice, theory, practice. And I do want to emphasize that right now here in Minneapolis, it is in-person learning, 100% for massage therapy. So our class sizes fit the requirements for proper social distancing and safety, and we are able to offer 100% of our massage therapy class in person on campus for the duration. So we'll be reporting in class Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. every week here on campus to gain that knowledge. In the advanced phase, we're going to begin taking guests. So we do start with each other, practicing on each other as classmates just to gain touch and to gain confidence and to feel comfortable asking for feedback. How does it feel if I change the way this stroke moves? Or how does it feel if I increase the depth of the pressure? Or if I let off a little bit on that pressure? What does it feel like? Can you feel my nails, right? These are the little things that make such a difference to our guests, and we'd rather hear it from our fellow students than from a guest. So after that, though, you will be ready to work on more body types, more injury histories, more pathology or illness histories. We're going to want to apply our knowledge, and like I like to say, we're going to learn to problem solve in the moment for perfect strangers. That's what your job will be like, right? Taking your knowledge and applying it to helping people attain wellness in their body today. So that's how we will help you to operate as a professional, to grow your clientele. Learning how to work on somebody is great, but also learn the language of saying, I want to see you back in 2 weeks so we can keep working on these headaches for you, so we can keep working on your hamstrings and get you ready for that marathon or that endurance race. So getting comfortable with that language takes practice, right? It's like every muscle, we have to practice flexing it. Let's get into licensing here in Minnesota. This is kind of different. So Minnesota does not have a state board of massage therapy. That is a surprise to a lot of people. Each city and county do have their own licensing criteria. So although we don't have a state board, you still need a massage therapy license in order to be mobile, in order to be portable, to move your practice, to work at different locations in different cities. You're going to need a license. So most cities and counties have the following things in common. They need you to graduate from an accredited school, a school that offers supervised education, and most require a minimum of around 500 to 600 hours. So there, Aveda Institute Minneapolis fits the bill, the 600 hours of accredited education. Some cities and counties also require you to take the MBLEX. So that's an acronym for Massage and Bodywork Licensing Examination. It is the only test available for entry-level massage therapists, okay? You might have heard about the National. The National was kind of the nickname for the national license that went away in 2016. So when people talk about the National, sometimes they're actually referring to the MBLEX. And I would encourage you, to talk to employers, talk to offices, and make sure that they understand that transition has happened too. So the MBLEX is 200 questions, and you will be fully prepared to take it by the time you graduate our program. We work with Exam Coach through ABMP, which is virtual flashcards. Okay, I know you can see how much I'm nerding out right now. I love flashcards. That ability to learn a new word and do a physical exercise of tapping or flipping to associate the word with its meaning is really important as massage therapists. You need to learn 2,000 new words to be a massage therapist. It's a new language. So flashcards are going to help you enormously, not just to pass the MBLEX, but to make sure that you have that basic criteria to get a license in whatever city or county you are working in. Let's say you don't plan to stay in Minnesota. You would like some portability. Maybe you want to go down south for the winter and come back up here in the summertime. Very common. States like Arizona, Florida, Most do require that graduation from an accredited school and a passing score on the MBLEX. So working with the MBLEX, doing your accredited schooling will help you in the long run. We do think of it as future proofing. You don't know yet what the future might hold, so make sure that your education counts for the most going forward. Any questions from my participants on licensing? I know that's kind of a beefy topic to get into, but if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. Cool. All righty. Let's talk anatomy. Yes? Anatomy is the study of the muscles and systems of the human body, and physiology is how they work together. So we never think about muscles as being a static, still thing. You know, the muscle that helps you to chew, open and close your jaw, it doesn't exist in a static situation, right? It moves, it contracts, it expands. So we think about muscles where they live, how they work together, what can happen when they're affected by another muscle that has an issue. So we think about the living body every time we address anatomy. We never just look at like, here's a bone, look at the different parts, cool, huh? We talk about those parts of the bone and then we find them. We palpate or feel where those bony protrusions are and how they relate to our muscles. So you will learn every system of the body. You will learn every muscle, every bone, every part of muscles and bones that affect how we move. That way you have this amazing foundational knowledge of how the body works together. And you can almost reverse engineer what's going on with pain. If I have pain here, it's because this is going wrong, or maybe differently with my muscles and bones and how they're supposed to move. So yeah, again, I know I get really excited about it, but it's like giving people an owner's manual to their body. How does it work? How does it come together? Welcome, Katie. Pathologies. I mentioned pathologies being the study of illness. So you will study how pathologies affect you as a therapist and your guest as well. This is important to know, especially now. Dealing with safety and sanitation has always been a very high standard for massage therapy. It is our goal to keep every client perfectly safe and to keep ourselves perfectly safe as well. So you will understand a lot about disease transmission processes. You will learn about when to wear gloves during a massage or what type of skin condition you should not address. So pathology, really fun subject to get into, definitely. It is important to note we never diagnose as massage therapists. That is beyond our scope of practice. That is the scope of a medical professional. So we can suggest, we can encourage our clients to check out certain possibilities, but it's our job to help and heal, never to diagnose. And I mentioned too, earlier, working with aromaology, so helping the guest choose an aroma that is going to best benefit them. If you've ever had a massage where the therapist chose the aroma for you, you'll know it's different than being able to choose for yourself. And that's because the session should always be about you. It's not a 60-minute massage, it is your 60-minute massage. So we'll learn how aroma actually affects your brain, and in turn, your brain affects every organ and system of your body to create feelings of relaxation. So using aroma as a tool is an enormous advantage to massage therapists. Ethics and professionalism are huge. Keeping your client safe during that session and holding up their health and well-being as paramount is absolutely vital. So we spend a great deal of time working on draping or manipulating the sheets and blankets around our client in a way that gives us access to the muscle and gives the client a feeling of safety. We practice it and practice it and practice it. We are never done improving draping. So look forward to a lot of great in-the-moment feedback from your educators, hands-on feedback. Let's try it like this. Do you see how this is working? Expect a lot of that kind of feedback throughout your program. Boundaries as well, learning how to set up energetic boundaries as well as policy boundaries. Massage therapists are givers, right? We want to say yes to everything, but that's not always in the client's best interest nor ours. So learning to set up those professional boundaries of, this is what I do as a professional, this is what I can help you with, or that is outside my scope of practice. Sense of touch is huge too, palpation or feeling through your fingers. You will learn to develop that throughout the program. When I started in 2009, my biggest fear was that I wouldn't be able to feel anything. I wouldn't be able to find the spots or the knots or the kinks, and that I would glaze right over them, and I just wouldn't have the talent it took to be a therapist. I discovered it wasn't a talent, it's practice. And now I use the word touch interchangeably with the word see. So when someone says, I've got neck pain, I go, let me see. And that means I need to touch it. So be excited about that part. You will develop your sense of touch. It does come with practice, and we will help you use little tips and tricks to develop that. We do touch on the history of massage a little bit, as well as that relationship to the MBLEX, passing the MBLEX, and the mind-body connection. There's an issue in every tissue, right? It's never just a muscle issue. There's also the emotional component of any sort of muscular issue. Techniques that we focus on. The primary is Swedish and Western technique. That is your long flowing strokes and the 7 different subcategories of massage stroke that we're probably most used to seeing or receiving. And the other major component is deep tissue. So Aveda has a really unique take on deep tissue massage. Perhaps in your brain, you already have an equation going. Massage, deep tissue equals ouch, equals hard pressure, equals pain. We don't believe that at Aveda. We believe that deep tissue is simply slow and specific. So I am addressing one muscle specifically. I like to say you could do deep tissue on your grandmother if you did it correctly. You can give any kind of pressure. Pressure is a different thing. We can do deep tissue at a light pressure or deep tissue at a deep pressure. We could do Swedish massage at a deep pressure or a light pressure. So you'll learn how to use different kinds of pressure with all kinds of modalities and techniques. Hi, Beth, welcome. Other things we're going to learn in the program, these are not quite as much of a focus in our modalities, but they're all nevertheless very important. You will learn foot reflexology, so how different organs of the body are mirrored on the foot. We will learn prenatal massage, sideline massage, how to care for a guest who is expecting, sports massage, or working the muscles more in stretch and in motion. We have an intro to lymphatic drainage, or assisting the lymph system of the body in removing extra toxins and liquid waste. Think of it almost like a sister to your blood system, to your cardiovascular system. That might help a little bit. We do work with energy balancing. So our program is based in Ayurveda, just like all of our programs here at Aveda Institute Arts and Sciences. So we do work with the chakras a great deal, and how the energetic systems of the spine and your nervous system work together. We do a bit of work with trigger point massage, addressing those knots and issues. Chair massage is actually on the rise again, because you can do chair massage in public spaces and guests don't have to disrobe. So chair massage definitely on the rise. We do a great deal of work with cupping, which I'm sure you have seen in the media lately. Range of motion means how muscles move, how they should move. So you'll learn kind of how healthy muscles bend, how they flex, how far should my neck turn, or bend this direction. Soft tissue injury is a really cool form of study. We do that towards the end of the program. So that's putting together different treatment protocols for things like TMJ disorder, jaw disorders, carpal tunnel, whiplash. We do a bit of work with sciatica nerve issues as well. So look forward to really doing some targeted practice as well with your clients and educators. And spa treatments, those tend to get brushed off, but relaxation cannot be overrated. Stress contributes to every disease process, right? I mean, stress is never a good thing when you're trying to heal from an injury, an issue, an illness. So a little relaxation can go a very long way. And then think about putting all these modalities together. Like, you might have a client who is not only pregnant, but is an athlete and needs some energy work. You're going to need a big tool belt to address all of these different requests from your client. So I think that's one of our shining points here in Minneapolis, is we really help you to have a huge wealth of foundation, things you can pull from, things you can try, things that you can do continuing education on later if you really love doing. So look forward to that. It's kind of a tasting menu, right? Trying a little bit of everything, seeing what you enjoy. Clinic practice is where you get to try it all out. So visualize 10 to 14 massage therapy rooms, a student in each room, working with a client or guest, and educators coming in and out of the room to help you with your questions. So your guest asks you something, you can try a technique you just learned in class this morning. If you don't know for sure how to treat it, grab your educator. What guest doesn't love a forehand massage, right? An educator coming in and helping to educate on the client's issue and how to address it. So I like to say clinic is where the learning really happens, right? It's where you're trusting your skills, you're trusting your foundation, and learning how to work with each and every guest. The business side, super duper important, right? Learning technical skills is awesome, but you also need to know how to talk well about yourself, which is hard in the Midwest, right? It's really difficult to give yourself compliments, but it's necessary to keeping your business running. So learning how to market yourself, obtain clients, keep the clients you have, use social media. I mean, it's a great tool. Posting up a picture of relaxation can also be relaxing and help pull people in. We do a lot of work with benchmarking and understanding the business side of massage therapy. How can you increase your bottom line? What's the right price to charge for a massage? These are difficult questions, but we will help you work through them. There's a lot of variables. We talk through how to write a resume. Writing a resume about touch, if you really think about it, that's kind of a tough idea. That's kind of crazy. I heard a quote once, writing about touch is like dancing about architecture. Yeah, right? Like writing about touch is hard. So how to talk about your skills in a way that defines you as a therapist so that your interview process goes really, really smoothly, and will help with that. We do a lot with career advising as well. Aveda Institute has a huge, huge network of people that know that our graduates are absolutely outstanding in terms of technical skills and the business side. So we will help you to make those connections and find the right fit in your career path. Speaking of which, there's very little you won't be prepared to do. You could be a specialist, work in a spa or club, like destination kind of situation. You could become a manager or an owner, especially here in Minnesota where we don't have that state board. You can literally graduate and start your own business if you take the right steps. You could become a private practice owner, work with chiropractic or physical therapy, and of course sports. More and more sports teams are relying on massage therapy to help them with injuries because it's a better choice than sometimes taking pills that have different side effects. But anyway, we can go down that rabbit hole another time if you're interested. So how do you become a student? Right? You're ready. You want to give this a try. So to become a student, you can chat with me today. You can reach out to our administration, our call center administrators to get on our books and do an appointment. The number for them is going to be, okay, you ready? 844-440-4422. You can also go to our website, avedaartsandsciences.edu. You can find our campus, chat live, get connected. So becoming a student is as easy as reaching out to explore your options. We will do a tour of the school. check out the spaces, talk to the educators, and then of course go through your situation. What do you have going on with financial aid? What do you have going on with your home situation? Do you need to find childcare? Do you need to find transportation? And that's where we as your admissions managers really love to help. We are problem solvers. We adore helping you take an obstacle and just turn it into a little challenge. So hopefully I will hear from you soon regarding the massage therapy program. If you want to talk to me more in depth about any of the ideas that I've expressed today, I'd be really excited to chat that over with you. And like I said, I come from a healing background myself, so that would really make my day. Awesome. I believe I have come to the end of the presentation here, so I would welcome any chat questions at this time. Is there anybody who wants to ask a particular question or kind of, mention anything that's on their mind at this point? Pretty quiet. Maybe everybody's just kind of thinking some things over, huh? That's cool too. Well, I will, I'll put my number in the chat. So if anyone's interested in giving me a call, I'd be very happy to chat with you. My direct line is 612-378-7447. And I'd welcome your phone call. Cool. All right. If we don't have any further questions, I think I just had a couple little chat ins. So I'll let y'all go, but it's been awesome. Thank you for listening to me today. Share my passion for massage therapy and share my joy for healing and how attending Aveda Arts and Sciences Institute Minneapolis really put me on this path. I never could have imagined it, 11 years ago, that I'd be able to help other people find their purpose, find what they need to be doing in life. But nothing makes me happier. So I hope to hear from you soon. All right, everybody, I'll let you go. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Bye.